Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. And the honorary lecturer of seminar on English language teaching, Professor Dr. Syafrizal MPD. Welcome to our online seminar. My name is Nazo Putri Liandani, and I will serve as the moderator for today's presentation, which is brought you to Group 3. It is also my pleasure to introduce the speaker. The first speaker is Muhammad Koryuda Prima, and the second speaker is Rizky Ali Fauzan, and will be presenting on the topic a qualitative research of the teaching of English speaking for academic purposes. Okay, without any further ado, please join me in welcoming the presenter to begin the presentation. For Yuda and Rizky, the time is yours.
Okay, thank you, moderator. So here I will explain the background of our research. So English for academic purpose, or EAP, is essential in preparing students for academic communication, particularly in speaking. The ability to express ideas clearly in English is crucial for participating in discussion, delivering presentation, and also engaging in academic discourse. However, teaching English speaking for academic purpose present unique challenges that require effective instructional strategies. So, this study aims to explore the teaching of English speaking for academic purposes, focusing on methods, strategies, and challenges involved by analyzing how EAP speaking is taught and identifying best practice. This research seeks to provide recommendation for improving the quality of instruction in academic setting. Next slide, please. So we have four research question here. So the first, how is the teaching process of English speaking skill for academic purposes conducted in the classroom? The second research question is, what teaching strategies and methods are used by instructor to equip students with academic speaking skill? And the third, what challenges are faced by both instructor and student in the teaching and learning of speaking for academic purposes? And the last question is, how do students perceive the effectiveness of the academic speaking instruction being implemented? Next. So this is our objective of the study. The first one is to describe the teaching practices of English speaking skill for academic purposes in the classroom context. And the second one is to analyze the method of strategies implemented by instructor to enhance students' speaking abilities. And the third one is to identify the challenge and the obstacle that arise in the process of teaching academic speaking skill. And the fourth, to evaluate the to evaluate student perception and responses toward the teaching method used in speaking for academic purposes instruction. Next. So this is our literature review. The first one, there is English for academic purpose definition and scope. So English for academic purpose, or EAP, is a branch of English for specific purpose. This specifically focuses on language needs to in academic context, both spoken and written. According to Hyland in 2006, EAP is a language learning approach that emphasizes an in-depth analysis of linguistic features, discursive practice, and communicative skill required by specific academic groups. So in this approach, students are positioned as prospective member of the academic community who must master the convention of scholarly communication in order to actively participate in academic discourse within higher education setting. More than just the teaching of grammar or vocabulary, EAP involves mastery or of academic genre, rhetorical skill, and critical thinking. The second one is the importance of speaking skill in academic setting. English for academic purpose or EAP has grown as a significant field as English become the primary language of global academic communication. Students and academic around the world now need to master academic convention in English to understand their discipline, build a career, and succeed in higher education. So the rapid development of EAP has been influenced by three main factors. The first is increased diversity of students at universities due to wider access policies. Sorry. The second is a greater focus on teaching effectiveness in response to the shift to a customer service perspective to education. And the third, economic opportunities from EAP course for fee-paying international students. Okay, the third literature review about teaching approach for English speaking in academic context. So there are, we give three approaches are commonly used in EAP classroom. The first is the communicative language teaching, or we call it CLT. That approach emphasizes the ability to communicate meaningfully in various social and academic contexts. The second one is task-based language teaching, or TBLT. That approach focuses on real-life tasks as a medium for practicing language use. And the third is content and language integrated learning, or we call it CLEL. That approach is an integrated approach that teacher academic content and language skill simultaneously. So the four literature review is about the challenge in teaching English speaking for academic purpose. So there are some points. The first is speaking anxiety and lack of confidence. Speaking anxiety, as we know, is one of the main obstacles in developing speaking skills. The second one is limited exposure to spoken English, academic English. And the third one is non-interactive teaching method. The fourth one is lack of objective and transparent assessment. Maybe that's all from me. The next presentation will continue by my partner, Rizky Ali Fauzan.
Okay, I'm gonna presenting about the first one is English for academic purposes, definition and scope. According to Highland 2006, EIP is a language learning approach that emphasizes an in-depth analysis of linguistic features, discursive practices, and communicative skills required by specific academic group. The rapid development of EAP has been influenced by three main factors. The first one is increased diversity of students at universities due to wider access policies. And the second one is a greater focus on teaching effectiveness in response to the shift to a customer service perspective of education. And the third one is economic opportunities from EAP courses for fee-paying international students from Leah and Sri 2000 and Highland 2009. The second one is the importance of speaking skills in academic settings. So speaking skills play a crucial role in academic settings as they enable students to articulate their thoughts clearly, engage in discussion, and participate in knowledge sharing activities. Uh, Effective speaking skills enhance student ability to present ideas, debate perspective, and collaborate with peers, all of which are essential for academic success. According to Vygotsky theory of social constructivism, learning occurs through interaction, meaning that oral communication is essential for knowledge construction. Here is a teaching approach for English speaking in academic context that already presented by Muhammad Koryuda Prima, like CLT, Communicative Language Teaching, BLT, Task-Based Language Teaching, and then Content and Language Integrated Learning, or CLEIL, and genre-based approach. And the fourth one is challenges in teaching English speaking for academic purposes. Teaching academic speaking skills in an EFL, English as a foreign language context, such as Indonesian parents, various challenges, both from the perspective of instructors, students, and the education system itself. These challenges need to be recognized so that teaching strategies can be designed in a more responsive and contextualized manner. Uh, Here are the challenges like speaking anxiety and like speaking and confidence, and then limited exposure to spoken academic English, non-interactive teaching methods, and lack of objective and transparent assessment. Okay, these are methodology from our studies. This study employs a descriptive qualitative approach as it aims to gain an in-depth understanding of the teaching process of speaking skills for academic purposes within the context of university lectures. The type of research used in this study is a case study, focusing on the teaching of EIP at Sultan Ageng Tirtayasa University. The researcher considers the case study approach appropriate for answering how and why questions related to complex phenomena within real world context. These are finding and discussion from our research. The finding, the main finding are explained as follows: is dominant teaching strategies, and then intensity of speaking practice, effectiveness of learning materials, also learning media too, and then main student challenges, level of confidence, relevance of teaching methods, preferred learning approaches, impact of learning on skills, suggestion for better teaching. That is a finding from our research. So the discussion from our research is the result of this study provide a fairly comprehensive overviewing of teaching practices and student experiences in learning speaking skills for academic purposes. This finding not only confirm the effectiveness of approaches widely discussed in EAP literature, but also offer contextual insights specific to the Indonesian learning environment. So the conclusion from our research is teaching speaking skills in English for academic purposes has shown effectiveness through task-based methods such as simulated presentation and group discussion. Students find it useful, although they still face challenges in vocabulary, sentence structure, and confidence. To improve learning outcomes, more structured practice, use of interactive media, and clear feedback are needed. With improved strategies and assessments, teaching academic speaking skills can become more effective and support student real needs. Uh, uh, I think that's all from our group. Maybe from audience, if there are any question, so raise your hand.
Okay, thank you very much for all the presenters that give us an insightful and well prepared presentation. We truly appreciate the time and the knowledge you shared to us today. So from the presentation explanation, are there any questions from the audience? Please raise your hand and don't forget to mention your name. Okay, please.
Okay, so hi everyone, my name is Mufarid, and I want to ask about what are the most effective teaching strategies in improving students' academic speaking skills in the context of English for academic purposes based on the findings of your research? That's all from my questions. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the question, Mufarid. But before that, I would like to ask, is there any question from the other audience? Okay, Rifa. Rifa or Dwi, please.
Okay, my name is Rifana Nabila. So my question is, considering the finding on student preference, challenge, and perceived effectiveness of teaching strategy, what implication does this study offer for future curriculum design of English for academic purpose in Indonesian university? That's all my question.
Okay, thank you, Rifa, for the question. Now it's for the presenter to answer all of the questions.
Uh, First, I want to answer Farid's question. The question is, what are the most effective teaching strategies in improving students' academic speaking skills in the context of English for academic purposes or EAP based on the finding of this study? So, based on our findings, the most effective strategy is academic pres. Hold on. Uh, is academic presentation simulation. It provides students with practical experience in organizing ideas using formal language and presenting in front of an audience. This method, supported by audiovisual media like TED Talks or something like that, helps them build both confidence and academic fluency. And group discussion and dialogue practices also support their progress by encouraging active use of academic English in context. Is that clear, Mufarid?
Yes, it's clear enough, Rizky. Thank you for your answer.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so here I will let me answering Rifa's question. So your question, what implication uh, our study to the future of curriculum, right? So this study suggests that future EAP curricula should focus more on task-based and genre-specific activities. It's important to include more structured speaking practice, integrate media for exposure, and address psychological barriers like speaking anxiety. Curricula, especially in Indonesia, should also be more flexible and student-centered and also tailored to learners' need, ensuring a balance between practice and explicit instruction. So is it clear, Riva?
Yes, it is clear. Thank you, Yuda.
Right. You're welcome.
Okay, thank you for all the presenter and the audience for paying attention to this presentation. Now we are going to moving on to the next presentation that will be led by the moderator of Group 4, Suski Ali Fauzan. The screen is yours.